Hi everyone, my name is Ray Haj. It's been a pleasure working with Manny, and there's a few reasons for that. One, I'm a real estate investor, so he totally understands my needs. He's very quick to answer questions. If he doesn't know the answer, he will find out for you. This particular property that I bought with Manny is a townhome in Sunrise, Florida, and it's been really good working with him. He understood my needs as an investor that's looking for a turnkey property where I'm not going to come in here, start working on the bathroom, start working on the kitchen counters and the flooring and all that. I wanted to buy this property just to come buy it. He already has a tenant in place for me. So there's very little work for me other than to sign some papers and maybe take care of some little tiny details that I want Manny to either change for me or maybe touch up to have something more to my taste. And that's about it. So it's been a pleasure working with him, and I hope to see him for another property soon.
What was the biggest difference in working with me versus other properties that you've bought before?
The main difference that I've had with you is that you are far more organized, you're quick to answer questions, and you don't hide issues. When there's an issue, you told me what it was beforehand and how you were planning to fix it. You're also very friendly, and it doesn't feel like a full-on business transaction only. It feels like I'm working with someone that I know, even though I don't know you. I feel like I know you, and I feel better about you versus other realtors for those reasons. The majority of realtors I've tried to work with or buy a house from, they don't answer questions, they hide issues, especially the major issues, things like a roof leak or some plumbing issues. I've been on the bad end of those, termites, things like that. I didn't have that problem with this property whatsoever, and everything that you said you would do to fix the property when I wanted something changed or adjusted, it was done.
Talk about the numbers on this property and what got you excited and what made you decide, yeah, this is a good deal for me.
Sure. The main numbers I look at are what the area can rent, the area and the particular property can rent for, and also what the cost of that property is. In this particular case, the property was listed at $150. I didn't argue with Manny. I didn't try to bargain with Manny. I already knew this was a great deal. So I moved on it real fast. I was probably one of the first one or two people to probably come see this property. And I was ready to go right away. I think Manny understood that I saw that it was a good deal. So he knew it would be a lot easier to work with me than maybe some of these other buyers that would come in here and try to beat him up on price, even though it's already a great price. The rent was high enough for me to make a really nice ROI. And I'm very happy with those figures. The costs are minimal. The tenants pay all the utilities. I'm just stuck with a relatively small HOA versus the rental.
Talk a little bit about the lease that I negotiated for you.
The lease that you negotiated for me was excellent. It's super landlord friendly. It makes sure the tenant takes care of items that are relatively small. And that way the landlord doesn't have to come here and end up spending an extra $100 here, $50 there, another $100. It ends up being $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 over the years. The tenant's supposed to take care of those small issues. So overall, super friendly. There's late fees involved if the tenant comes late with the rent, and I don't feel that there's too many issues I need to worry about from a legal perspective with this lease.